Welcome back to exploring the haunted chat rooms in Desktop Explorer. Last time we got partway through the puzzles of the mall, and now we have two things happening. We got the address for the game bagels, where we can check out some online games, but also we've recovered chat logs for a person called CJ. So let's hop over there and let's see what conversation Max, our missing person, has been having. Hello, my froggy friend. What do you want to tell me this time? Hello? Hey, little C. I didn't know you had Nextrum's account. Okay, so this is like an older conversation with them. Don't call me little C, call me CJ. Oh, my bad, CJ. Had fun at school today. I learned about a lot of animals, Max. My mom told me to contact you. Okay, I was expecting them to maybe be younger, the way they're just all caps everything, and the whole conversation before was like, I like animals. Oh, really? What's up? Is everything all right? You left your sketchbook at the salon today. She says it's yours. Ah, you're right. Thank you, CJ. I'll pick it up tomorrow after school. Hello, Maxine. It's Alice. Don't worry. I'll return your sketchbook with your mom. Okay, now the mother's speaking. She has an appointment tomorrow afternoon, so it won't be long. Send my regards to Layla and Emmett. Hope to see you soon, sweetie. So is it some people that she actually knew in real life? I guess hair salon? Yes, Layla again, who I think it's her mother, but also our mother? And then Emmett. OMG, thank you. Okay, I'll tell my mom about it too, then. My mom says you're a very good artist. I think so too. Well, I love you too very much, okay? Tell your mom I said so. We love you too, Maxine. Bye-bye now. End of chat log. Okay. Just a bit more insight into her life. Well, I guess back to the mall we go. I was expecting maybe something regarding the puzzles we have to do, but no, it was more just personal conversations. Okay, so yes, I think the game bagels, right, there's something to do with the screens here because, well, it mentions game bagels in the description, but also now that we have the website, we can see that the point system theory here, like the ships match the ships on the screen. And so where's Pizarro? Hello. What can I do for you? Talk to me, Pizarro. It's hard to keep all of this up with no internet connection. Hope you appreciate it. Okay, he's like trying to get us to go on the internet so he can potentially download more horrors for us. Let's check out this game. Wormhole 2 Arcade, Point System Theory by Hazel82, updated in 97. I just saw the trailer for Wormhole 2 and I have some theories as to how the new point system will work. In the beginning of the trailer, we see a bunch of purple enemies. If you look closely, the amount of points you get for destroying them is based on the number of corners of the ship's shape. Okay, so they're like being deconstructing trailers and figuring out what's actually gonna happen in the game. However, in some shots near the end, we start seeing the same ships with different colors. My theory is that the color of the ship will act as a modifier to how many points you get from shooting it down. What are they exactly? I guess I'll ask my magic ball, because the game isn't out yet. LOL. Okay, but we know that there is a magic ball item in the magic shop, so this might be how we gain the key, or it's telling us we have to gain a magic ball in order to figure this out. Because then that means this thing is some sort of code, right? Because it would be like, okay, this is a number, but then it also modifies by some multiplayer based on the color, and we get a code. And we also have May's Secret Path, Lost in Time, and 46. May's Secret Path. This is a good one. The most common questions for 9 Tiendos lost in time is the answer behind its mazes. It's common knowledge that the Kojami code works throughout the game to traverse the first set of labyrinths. However, to traverse the second set, you'll have to use a secret route. Okay, so we went through one maze with the Kojami code, but I guess this is a new instruction for another one. Or maybe the same one. Maybe we're doing the same thing. Maybe we can traverse the same maze in a different way. So it's east, south, east, north, east, south. It's still a direction code, so be sure to remember always which way was north, yes. And then our clock serves as the compass. And then the other games we can't access because the links are broken. Okay, in that case, I guess let's go back to the maze and see if we can reuse that code there, because maybe it will take us to somewhere new where we can gain more things. It's in the haunted door. Okay, so clock on. Here the directions are correct, so we go east. Then we turn, and we want to go south, so this way. We turn the other way, and now we're gonna go east again, so straight ahead. Okay, now it's upside down. We want to go north, so we go down. Here we want to go east again, so we go down. And we want to go south, but we're upside down, so we go up. There we go. Okay, this is something to do with our paint tool. Art store. Okay, so it's the store we saw in the mall, but it was locked off. But now we've gained access to it. And we can look at the paintings. A surrealist painting with a piece of it missing. The thin space between the edges suggests there's a hole in the wall behind it. Okay, can we move it? Ah, we can move it if we know the password. Then another one. Some sort of weird balloon person being watched by the TV. And yes, there's also a hole behind it, but we need a password. I assume this one too. Yep, all the passwords. This looks a bit like a piece of art we already had. I'm not quite sure where it was, but it was this city with the moon, though the moon didn't have a face and the mannequin wasn't there. This one's also leaking paint underneath. Spooky. The art store main entrance is locked with a simple deadbolt. This door leads to the mall court. Unlock it? Yes, because then we just can make our way back instead of having to go through the staircases and mazes. Okay, it's unlocked. I can see a key with the 8-ball on it, so that's how we're gonna get it. A small key, presumably for a little box. Yeah, okay, so we will get the magic 8-ball and then we can solve the code. Magic key has been added to our inventory. Exciting! There we go. It's beautiful. I assume we don't actually need to look at this picture. We will use it later. Something on the floor. It's a canvas cut out of a painting. Unknown symbols are inscribed on it. Well, I presume we will want to remember those. We can pick it up as well, so it's gonna be in our inventory. It's painting code, and keep it here for reference. There is the magic 8-ball. Ah, okay, so we get something here. Painting of an object known for its fortune-telling abilities. Odd calculations seem to be scribbled below. So we get purple is 3, green is 0, red and yellow are scribbled out. Now, because they are already triangles, that may not exactly mean that like purple is times 3. It may mean purple ship, which gives 3 points by default because it has 3 points, and then purple is just times 1 multiplier, so it's normal score. But then green gives 0 because green is a 0 multiplier, and then we don't get to know the rest of them from here. Oh, there's more symbols on this one. A painting of stacked screens. They display 9 unique symbols. Okay, this is the screens that the ships are on as well, so the symbols have something to do with that as well. And we may need this. I took a picture of it for reference. Okay, I see nothing else here. Yes, that's the door we came in through, so let's go back out to the mall. Oh yeah, here's this Saturn, it's a Sun actual painting. Because last time we got like a fake version of it and some weird statues. Okay, now we can get the magic 8-ball, so let's hop over to the magic store. Alzara has anything more to say to us? It has nothing else to offer. We have to come back on another day. Okay, come here, magic 8-ball. I have a key now. Yeah, use key to open? Yes. Magic ball has been added to your inventory. Yeah, thank you. Just robbing the place. Don't worry about it. Shake me! I'm shaking you. Yes. Shake you again. No. Maybe. They do have different colors. I wonder if that matters. Most likely. Okay, we will need this for something. That's for sure. I mean, they do have colors, right? Each of the different answers, like try again is yellow. Try again is yellow, then purple is most likely, right? So it may map into something with the screens because the colors are a match. So the website definitely points us to use the magic ball to figure this out, right? Like it's obviously in this text it's phrased as a joke, like, oh, that's my magic ball, but clearly in the game it's supposed to be use the magic ball. So somehow the colors are linked to the multipliers for the codes. It's just how. Because like, yeah, we can shake it and it changes colors. But yes, then like overlaying it with the right color doesn't do anything. Oh wait, this is the symbol for the color lens. Yeah, there we go. So on a blue filter, it shows us a point value. So, okay, so green isn't like 0 multiplier. Green is just minus 3 points. Yeah, we just gotta shake it and get everything. Blue is minus 2 points. Yellow's +1. And purple is 0. We knew that as the standard colors. And red is +2. Okay, so we know all of those values. So now we just need to count the corners in this grid, apply the color value, and get the answers. I'm kind of not sure about the last two. Obviously, circle would be 0, but because it's red, we get to add some points. But this one, do we count the internal corners, right? If we're saying this is the 2D space, in theory, this isn't a corner of the shape, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go with, we actually count all of the corners on the cube, because otherwise it would just be 6, which is the same as the other ship, so it would make no sense. So putting it together, count corners plus the color modifications, we get 8, 1, 6, 3, 5, 7, 4, 9, 2. So we have a grid of numbers. That's helpful. Then somehow it maps with this symbol, because we have the picture from the art store where is this grid but each symbol is there. Because like, yeah, we get the numbers from here, but then it has to go somewhere, right? So let's hop back to the art store and let's have a ponder about this. Because all of the symbols here are unique, and we have a unique number in each square of the grid, right? It does go 1 to 9. Which means there is a link between this and each individual digits, which means we can map them, which means this painting code A, this is an actual 3-digit code. And in that case, that 3-digit code is 8, because that's the symbol in the corner. Then 9 at the bottom here, and 6. But the next question is, where do we enter that, right? So we had a couple paintings. Ah, okay. I guess it's which painting was this removed from, because they're each missing a bottom. I think it's this one, right? Because this matches with this red splotch here. The top of the window kind of messes it up, but I think this makes sense. Okay, so in this case, is the code here 896? Yeah. Okay, and it gives us another canvas cutout of a painting, and that's another number code. Yeah, painting code B. And that looks like it will match with the cityscape, but we just have to go and get the numbers. So this one is 712. So it's for this painting here, right? Because it's like matches the stripes around. So let's try that. So let's go 712. There we go. And this is for the final painting here. Okay, let's get the numbers again. We've got it. We're solving it. And that gives us 354. Maybe this is where the colors we're missing from the paint software are. 354. Let's go. Okay, another instant photograph. So let's pick it up. See what crime scenes they've got on that. Yeah, okay. Just someone's fingers. We will get the full pictures once we've collected everything. And then let's get the paint for our paint software. Sketchy add-on has been added. Okay, deleted all of the extra things because we don't need them. Let's install suspicious software. Take a look at Sketchy and its color palette again. There's new colors, remind me of a certain set of jumbled cables. Yes, we can do the second power box now because we're able to draw with more colors. We're upgrading our art skills, but apparently before we get that, we gotta talk to Femur, suspicious guy, some more. Waving at me like he's all innocent. Okay, 16th January 97. Hey Maxine, just checking in. Today we were gonna have the talk with your pops, right? Yeah, that shit sucked, Joe. What happened? No matter how I approach the subject, my dad always goes back to talking about wasting my potential. And that there's no way his daughter would embarrass him like that. That is way too harsh, Maxine. What does your mom say about this stuff anyway? Dude, she isn't even home most of the time lately. She keeps hanging out with this really nice guy, but I don't know. Something's fishy, you know. Fishy. He's a fisherman. Okay, so are we saying our uncle had an affair with Max's mother, Layla. Okay, so she's not our mother then. Because previously I was assuming she was our mother because there was mentions to her losing her husband. But I guess those are different things, right? We've lost our father to a fire, but it seems like this might be another marriage breakdown situation that he may have had a hand in as well. Lol, but do you think your mom is planning on leaving your dad? IDK, Joe, but everything lately is just so weird. My dad keeps staring at me when I'm using the computer. He doesn't leave his studio for hours and IDK. I'm just so alone most of the time. You know, Maxine, all of this would go away if you would buy that ticket. Is this the one where she was checking how to get to Reno because this guy was asking her to come? Again, suspicious internet people. Ah, Joe, we've talked about this. There is no way I'm leaving school to seek asylum with you. You don't even live with your parents, dude. LMAO. I don't understand why is that so wrong, Maxine. You would have so much more time to focus on your art. She's 15. That's the main reason she shouldn't be doing this. I could find a part-time job to help you with the CMAA admission process. Joe, please, don't press on it. It's kind of weird you do all this stuff and we only met online. Okay, Maxine, sorry. But the offer will stand either way, okay? I won't mention it again. Thank you. End of chat log. I mean, he may also be 15, but it doesn't sound like he is, so I'm just very suspicious. But yes, obviously the movies that we saw last time in the video store, they were also somehow to do with her life, right? Because it was going for this whole family breakdown and the mother leaving and all that. But it seemed to be implying like the daughter was left with the dad. So I'm not quite sure how that fits into our uncle the fisherman. Well, we're off to fix the electricals with our new paint tools. Maybe that will reveal us some more information. Okay, apparently there was a body in one of the lockers. That's not good. A lifeless body. By now, you know blood has stories to tell. Every instinct urges you to run away as a lifeless body falls to the floor in front of you. Was it always here? Escaping comes naturally to you. You get ready to flee. However, for once in your life, you stop and think about what it is you are running from. Who are these victims? How did you end up in the middle of so much suffering? If you don't do anything, will it ever stop? If you run away in ignorance, when will you stop doing so? When will you finally take action? Well. If there are bodies just showing up all around you, no good. Don't think about it too hard. Anything in the source code? No. Okay. No hidden clues. There is a note on him, yes, so we can read that. It's another chronologue. 10th of September 96. It's been 2 months since Mom left. I still don't get it. Okay, so she did leave. Weren't we supposed to get through this together, the two of us? I mean, Hal has always been kind to me, but I can't see myself moving in with Mom and him. Why is he involved in this? Okay, so the mother did leave to be with Hal, our uncle, and that's how they're connected. So it's not our mother in that case. Complimenting my life's painting and pushing Mom to consider my career as an artist is one thing, but I even heard him telling my mom that he's overheard how often Dad raises his voice against me. He shouldn't be talking about that in the first place. I don't understand how Dad doesn't react at all. He hasn't cried or anything, not even once. So she's a bit conflicted because it's like, well, this guy's nice, but he's not my dad, right? And he stole the mother away. Okay, well, probably more concerning if your personal journal is pinned to a dead body. Should be worried about that. And now time for some electrical work with our new colors. So we have the pink and the cyan going across the whole board. So we're gonna have to figure out how to snake this all around with all of this stuff being connected through the middle. So even the middle stuff, like we have to connect it like this, which then forces the green to have to go the other way. So we have this snaky path to go with the cyan and the pink, potentially. Although yes, I maybe should have left more room, because now we're gonna accidentally make things touch. Once we do this, we have to connect purple going through here. But if we do that, how do we let the pink through? Unless it's something wacky, like the purple has to squeeze in through here, go all the way around the pink, and then do its own thing. So I may have to erase it and make a bit more room. But then, will the purple still fit? Because it just feels like it's way too narrow. Yeah, you can at best fit one line in between two circles. Maybe two in here. Like, some of those passages are really narrow, so you can't even fit two lines to go through. Like, in between here and here. But then we may be able to have two lines go between this green and this yellow, if that helps in any way. Because, like, this is the path I was thinking pink may need to go, but there is no way to fit the pink in now. And I don't think you're intended to, like, try and squeeze it pixel by pixel, so that's not the correct solution. Okay, so in that case, I think the pink needs to go through here. That's how it connects. Then the yellow and the green, they do definitely have to do something like this. We just have to leave room for, like, other cables going through. I guess we can do cyan goes here, and then it has a path through here, and then we snake the purple all around. So it goes here, yeah, between the pink and the cyan, and then that's the one that goes in between at the middle, all the way around. Okay, there we go. Hey, I think I heard something coming from the elevator. Okay, we get an elevator now. Let's leave the dead body here. We still need the code for this other cabinet. Sol Plaza. Yes, it's on. We should check it out. I didn't even think this was an elevator before, but yes, I can see it now. Go to floor 2? Yeah, let's go to floor 2. See what horrors await us. Okay, so we can write a chronologue. You have been breezing through every puzzle, you know what? Why not write about it on your journal? Yeah, he's like, hey, I want to hear your thoughts, so I can torture you. Everything Max writes feels so lonely. So we have Hal and Layla, Maxine's parents, Maxine's boyfriend. I assume we're talking about Femur here. I am kind of interested to know our thoughts about all of those things, but let's go for the boyfriend because he's currently the most sass of them all. I think I understand now why my teachers tell me that having an online boyfriend isn't the best idea. I'm guessing that when Max talks about her boyfriend, she's referring to the guy who's basically asking her to live with him. What the hell is he on about? What kind of proposition is that? Is that where Max is? Did she run away with some internet stranger? What pains me the most is that the more I play through her puzzles, the more I can tell that Desktop Explorer knows she's been asking for help. She doesn't fit in at friend groups, nobody cares about her art, and her family is broken. At least I can relate to that last one. People can't be just like fish. Sometimes eyes wide open, but no ears to listen. I miss Uncle Hal so much. Okay, well, maybe this is at least teaching our character, you know, the dangers of life on the internet. Well, we're now in Sol Plaza, unlocked mall floor 2. And now there is more shops, and I assume more puzzle. Go off topic. I assume that's a clothes shop, but it has like the sweaters, the band background we have on our desktop. And now, not sure what this is, but it's what that Femur guy has on his character. There's a vending machine. Spooky hand in the bin. Trash can. A look inside reveals it could have a story to tell. Understanding it all requires following tracks. Your resolve nears its limit as you reach the bottom of a trash can filled with morbid contents. Your exploration is rewarded with a barely readable bloodstained note. Are they restock instructions? The vending machine next to it has an instant photograph inside, ready to be sold. You try to get it by shaking the machine, but it seems the only way to get it is to buy it fair and square. However, this task seems impossible, as its price and coordinates are scratched off. A label on the machine reads, only coins accepted. Exact amounts only. But we don't know the amount, so we're gonna have to hack the machine somehow. Oh, but in the source code, we've got the actual contents of the note. The note reads, attention employee, please restock the following snacks. Disasters B4, cherry bombs I7, puffins G3, little goose D8, Napoleons J5. But these coordinates are nowhere to be found on the vending machine. Where could they be? Okay, well, we do need the contents of this note then, because that will help us with the puzzles. And let's inspect the vending machine. Yes, abandoned vending machine surrounded by a trail of candy wrappers. You can buy an item from it, as it only accepts coins. Current change, $1. Well, we can, but what do we need to put in? After a short time, the machine spits back the money. Maybe it only works when inserting the exact amount. Yes, it does. We know that. And we don't know how much or which item. Well, there is like purple candy wrappers leading us around the place, so Let's follow them. See who ate all the snacks. Cabinet arcade. Sure, let's go to the arcade. Pew pew! Oh, Minesweeper. Can't play it. More candy wrappers. Abandoned rabbit toy with a pin in its head. Abandoned doll is gateway for long lost memories. Chat look with Hazel. Yes, it does look like her avatar a little bit, but why is she stabbed in the head? We'll talk to her in a little bit. I just want to check out the room. You have 0 tickets. The arcade prize to exchange your tickets for many rewards. Okay, we have a photograph, some note pages, the picture of Maxine, and a game. The copper box, I assume that's what it is. And well, that means we need to play things and earn rewards or tickets and then get rewards. Hot Wing Simulator. Do you just eat hot wings? We have some sort of ship thing, and yes, then Minesweeper. Okay, before we get into playing games, let's talk to Hazel. See what she has to say. Hello. Has someone recently pinned you in the head? Hey, Harry. We're official neighbors now. LOL. Yo, Max. Yup, official neighbors. BTW, you shouldn't call me by my real name on the internet. There are hackers and stuff, you know. Oh, shit. Oh, hello, strangers. Totally not IRL friends. Ah, phew. That was close. Thank you, Max. Did you get home safe, BTW? It was pretty late. But they call us by our real name. But I guess it's also our in-game nickname, so we've messed up here. Yeah, dude, no worries. I walk alone at night regularly, so it's no biggie. It's pretty safe around where I live, I guess. Didn't your father used to drop you off at school? You should ask him to pick you up when we hang out late. It's complicated, LOL. He's got more important things to do. His words, not mine. LMAO, okay. He's got more important things to do than pick up his daughter. Okay, you could also let me know if you need a ride. My mom gets off work pretty early, so we could drop you off. Oh, thanks, dude. It's fine, really. Okay, just checking. Remember, we gotta go back to the arcade and reclaim the mansion of the diseased high score. It's time to stop Mr. Colton from hoarding all the high scores. At least we know he sucks at wormhole. He always gets the same score, LMAO. Yeah, I almost seems on purpose. He spends more time playing than cleaning. What a janitor, huh? How does he play so much anyway? Does he hoard tokens or does he have staff privileges? I heard that he got a card with unlimited credits. He must have it locked away, though. End of channel. Hey, we're gonna rob the janitor and get unlimited credits on the arcade. Back to the mall. So I assume if I try and play on the arcade machines, then it's gonna tell me I need credits. The arcade cabinet. It's covered at Reed's wormhole. Give it a try. Oh, okay. It says I can play. So, oh, he's call. That means that's probably the code to his locker, 0321. And then we can get his card. Ah, unable to play. Playing an arcade cabinets requires play card in inventory. So we can open the screen, but we can't play. Well, in that case, I am about to go and rob the janitor. I guess we can just teleport to the other floor. We don't have to actually go to the elevator. Hello, Mr. Janitor. I heard you've got unlimited credits for arcade machines. Also, why is the janitor with you in your chat room? It's like, is this whole thing just the same kids from the same school? So I guess you make the servers based on the people you want to connect with, so that kind of makes sense, except for that bit where why would the janitor be together with you? Okay, 0321. There we go. Although why would he then, yeah, do his high score to be his cabinet code? Security not great. Okay, we've added it to our inventory. We can see it. It's just a pretty picture. And now back to the arcade. Am I gonna actually have to be able to play those games? Oh no. Time to get my gamer skills ready. At least Minesweeper is like, you know, puzzly. Not sure about wormhole arcade shooter. Pew pew pew, pew pew. How do I shoot? I don't know how to shoot. I'm clicking all the buttons. Nothing is shooting. Time is going up. Okay, if I run into them, I die. Oh wait, is it just how long you survive? Because I can definitely move, so I guess I just dodge them. Okay, in that case, it shouldn't be too hard, although yes, it's getting busier. Ooh, special new enemies. Okay, well, I beat him now. Not sure. I guess, depending on my high score, I'll get more tickets, so I want to go as far as I can. How do I avoid big laser? No! Okay. Well, I guess that means I win anyway. Did that give me tickets? No, I still have 0 tickets. Okay, what about the Minesweeper then? Okay, high scores, okay, it's still 3-1 from the janitor. Okay, it's Mine Sniffer. Legally distinct. And also has dogs, so an improvement. Okay, so those are all mines in here. And this one as well. There has to be a mine in here, but that means this is safe? Okay, and that's free around it, but that means it's also safe around it already, because this is all fulfilled. Okay, we get a new area. This should be safe as well, and then this and this is safe. And this as well. And based on that, so is this. But then this is not safe, but this too is now done, so this is safe and this is safe. All of this not safe. Okay, so then we only have to do this corner. Okay, not safe here, but then safe here. Not safe here, but then safe here, and safe here. There we go. Dog's got glasses. Okay, we've got 87. And that gave us 1 ticket. Okay, well, how many times do we have to play? 2 tickets. Okay, can I get more tickets playing the space game as much as I like Minesweeper? We're gonna be here for a while if we want to get all the prizes. Yeah, we need 3 tickets for the photograph. A Nonogram guide is 5. Well, we need a lot of tickets. Yeah, the manual for the vending machine. Okay, that's at least 1. So we can buy that. 1 for a sticker pack. And 100 tickets for the copper box. Talk about exclusive. You'll be here for hours. But then we can play them on our own computer. So in theory, we need 8 to get the other 2 items, the photograph and the nonogram guide. However, I do know how to do nonograms, so if it's just gonna explain to me how to do them, then I wouldn't need this. But like, I always feel like I want to complete everything, including the 100 ticket prize. But okay, let's look at what we got so far. Sticker pack. Okay, so it's like pictures. Oh, it makes a face. So it makes her face. We can put it together. Oh, too many window. Okay, we can do different eyes. Like sad eyes, sad mouth, angry eyes, angry mouth. Okay, well, we may need it for something, right? We may have to like put her face on something. Vending machine manual. Okay, not actual text, but we do get some sort of coordinates that we could then use, but then the page is missing and it's just explosions. But I guess it tells us which grid is which we can then use for the machine to see. But we still have to find out the price of the photograph and then get more coins, because currently you have only 1 coin. And yes, we're out of tickets. Okay. I'm gonna play some more games and see what I can do about the ticket situation. Okay, I've won an extra ticket, but I realized we can cheat, right? Because they go into our files, and last time I was like, oh, I wonder if we get to mess with this, if those are just folders. We can, of course, just go and duplicate them tickets until we have as many tickets as our heart desires. And then we don't need to play the games constantly. Okay, so now I have 108 tickets, so I should be able to buy the rest of the stuff in the point shop. Let's purchase the photograph, add it to the inventory. Okay, we've got some numbers here. We'll put it back together later when we got more pictures. Nonogram guide. Okay, that goes into our chronologue. That could be Lovelace in front of everyone at school today. I'm already a school weirdo. Why does he have to make it worse? I hate that stupid nickname so much, and Mom hasn't picked me up in like ever. It was enough that last month my birthday present was an encryption key, whatever the hell that means. Thank God for the internet, because school's just, I don't know, it sucks. I still need to find my circle, I think. At least I have made a couple of roomies. Harry even taught me a cool puzzle game. My dad says it's called a Nonogram. I never thought I would bond with him over anything fun. LOL. Dad even wrote a guide on a napkin for me. It was kind of cute anyway. I will write it here for future reference. Oh, that's probably what the numbers are there on that picture. Right, because this looks like one side of a Nonogram. Instructions. Yeah, how to solve a Nonogram. It's a grid, has rows and columns. Squares must be painted solid based on the number of clues on the grid left and top sides. If a row or column has more than one clue, the solids must be separated by at least one blank space. And yes, it gives us visuals instruction. So yes, as I was saying, if it's just a normal Nonogram, I will know what to do, but it does give us an extra journal, so it was still worth getting. Okay, but that means we need to find the top of this Nonogram. There's another picture with numbers later, and it finally mentions the weird encryption key that I previously found, but so far it wasn't used for anything. Okay, well, I guess this just means go search other rooms, but first, let's buy the copper box for all my 100 tickets that I earned solely with my gaming skills. No cheating involved. Yeah, copper box installer. Wait a second. You bought everything? Impressive. Completion is much. Not exactly in this case, but sure, I'll let you think that. You totally did not see me hack it. Game on. You can now play your favorite games outside the arcade through start menu programs. Yes, so it added those 2 games to our computer in case we wanted to play more. Okay, that's the arcade done then. We've got another chat log with Hazel, so we should check that out. Hello. 2nd of February 97, so we're moving further with the timeline. Heyo, how's it going, Max? Hey dude, not the best actually. You? Why, what's wrong? Do you need anything? Can I help you anything? Not really, but thanks, lol. What's up? No, really, you know I'm always here for you. If something or someone is bothering you, please tell me about it. Dude, I'm okay, it's fine. Okay, no worries. Anyways, I wanted to let you know I've been posting on Game Bagels. I thought you would like it since you asked me for game tips from time to time. Oh, cool. Cool, dude, will do. Hey Max, if it's about your family or anything, please let me know. You know I'll always be here for you. Dude, I just told you I'm fine. Stop pressing about it. No, totally sorry. I didn't want to be pushy. I just want to help you and tell you I'm always here. That's it. Do you have any plans next week, BW? Spring break is coming up soon. End of chat log. She's like, oh, things are terrible. But it does like sound like Hazel is her actual friend that she has in real life as well. So, she's possibly not appreciating it quite enough and just falling into the arms of her online boyfriend. Okay, no special information here other than them mentioning the game bagels again, but it's like, I've already looked at it and I assume, yes, I can't access anything new here yet unless I know, like, specific thing to go to. Secret dance emote. Okay, well, maybe we'll come back at some point. What else is open here? Okay, the stairs are blocked off. Coming soon, Soul Plaza. Well, it might be something that we get to like go in through a secret entrance. What's here? That's our character being potentially stalked by a demon. Is that the second person with us? But there's some can. Oh, I guess it's spray paint. A mural on a wall. The spray cans on the floor suggest that anyone is free to contribute to the piece. We can draw something. What can we draw? Can we erase the spooky thing? No spooky thing. Instead of spooky thing, it's just a nice little froggy as we remain oblivious to the dangers of the internet. Behold my art. You can see it on the wall. Us and our froggy friend hanging out. Beautiful. Saturno Photo Studio. Okay, this got Nonograms on it. I love this door, very puzzly. Reminds me of something in the journal. Not that I've been reading it. A door different from all other ones in the mall. It's locked behind a grid of some kind. Inspect. Okay, so we can paint on it, but we only have one clue, right? We only have, this side. We need numbers to go on top. And I assume they haven't been yet added to like our other pictures. No, it's just the game bagels on the other stuff. Okay, so that means we need, I would say, 2 more photos because one is not big enough to fit on top of the whole thing. Unless those numbers here are a clue. Like we're supposed to take it from the side of the shop, but let me just take a peek. Oh yeah, because we could do the vending machine now, potentially. No, we can't. We don't know the change. And if we do it wrong, it explodes. Yes, we need the exact amount. Okay, but that means that there isn't actually anything else to do here other than the nonogram. So I'm gonna try it with the numbers from the side picture here. So we'll go like this. So we know that the first row has nothing in it. So completely ignore it, and then first column has 4, which means it has to be all 4 of those. Then 1 and 3 is not gonna work because it would have to be all of those 4, but that's not a gap. So they're not the right numbers. Like they're the right amount because it's 5 and 5, so 10 columns, but they don't work with this puzzle. Okay, well that means there's something else we must do. Like, if we could get the picture from the vending machine, that may have, again, the nonogram instructions on it. It's just how do we get the money for it? We do have, so on top of the manual with the grid, we also have this note we got from the trash. Oh yeah, because that would then correspond to the coordinates here. And actually, the vending machine is not big enough to have all of the coordinates. Oh wait, does the explosion mean anything? Yeah, but these coordinates are nowhere to be found on the vending machine. Where could they be? Could they be in the mine sniffer? Because that grid is big enough and it fits perfectly if we put it here. Okay, so now instead of playing the game, we go B4. Coins! I7, G3, C8, and J5. 375. Okay, so that tells us how much the picture costs. And now we do have 1 fountain coin. What if we have 3 fountain coins? But how do we make it 75? Right, because it said exact change, so I assume having 4 is not gonna help. Yes, my current change is $4, which is not good. Can I make it 75 cents? No, it's still $1. Can I compress it? So I'll duplicate it and I will compress it. Okay, and then we have 325. So then we duplicate it a couple of times and then we have 375. They're coming back with the old puzzles being like, hey, don't forget, you can still do all of those things. Yeah, there we go. Instead, photograph folds into pickup box. Candies. Added to the inventory. Due to solving a puzzle, items in your inventory that are longer neither have been eliminated. Okay, so it's like you don't need coins and stuff like that. Okay, 2120. So that is part of it, right? That gives us a section, but we need more. So if currently you have 7 photographs, and there's total of 9, and that only gives us 4 of the 10 numbers. So we still need to figure out where the additional pictures come from. Okay, well, what else is here? The nonogram shop. Nonogram shop. Like, is there anything hidden on this mural? Like, there's a magnifying glass and an eye, and we obviously have those eye pictures from the trash, right? But is that related in any way? Like, what will we do with it? Draw more eyes? Like, if we are supposed to draw something, it feels like there would be a clue to that. Oh, this is a color lens thingy with the blue filter. Oh, there is a secret door. Wow, that's fun. Because that's more than just revealing text. It actually added a door. Oh, and that's the face. Okay, we've got bloodstains again. We've got a smiley face. A face doodle with smears of blood. It traces to suggest it has a story to tell. Taking action requires facing hard facts. This small space looks as if it's under construction, but it clearly has been abandoned. Whatever the space was supposed to become, it's now mostly emptied out. A table, a door is all that remains. You get the feeling there are more rooms waiting for you beyond the threshold. Funnily enough, this isn't a door that a key, code, nor brute force will unlock. Being true to yourself, your own feelings, this is the path forward. Okay, so this is what we need the face stickers for. Yeah, the portrait on the door has traces of adhesive because we will be sticking our or Maxine's face onto it. Color palette, paintbrushes, a guitar, and a camera. Okay, but we can't interact with any of those. Is it like, how do those things make us feel? So this is things she likes doing, so she will be happy, and there's a smiley face as well. Yeah, a featureless face is a canvas for emotion. So we go to the sticker pack, and we go to Bliss. It makes you happy to do art. Yeah, and there we go. We're in coming soon room. We've got Spiral Soft E-Sounder. Okay, that's our dad, and then we need the color lens. Wait, so our dad works at the software place that makes this computer software? Did he hack us? Is our dad making Pizarro? But then it's M-Sounder. That's us, right? Our dad got replaced with us. Because I was like, if it's like dad and chess, like, how does that make us feel? How does our dad make us feel? Like, sad? Because he's not really interacting with her? Because Raph, like, it feels like she's more angry at her mom for leaving. So is she sad about her dad? Just ignoring her? No? Then I guess she's angry at him. Oh, I guess the next one is just her family in general. A family portrait with a hole in it. An incomplete family. Doesn't that bring a tear to your eye? Okay, it's actually telling us the emotion. Was the description here? Oh no, okay, so here was just saying chess pieces and a chessboard. Okay, I guess she's more angry about her dad than sad. A ripped page taken from an old journal. It's handwriting the notes, heartfelt memories. Yeah, another chronologue. That's from April, so that's the very start of the chronologue. Hello, this is Major Max to Ground Control. I don't know if I should start writing this with Dear Diary. If anyone else is reading this, be warned. This is private property. I can sue you, you know. I think it's best if I write for the future me, so here goes. Dear Maxine, your father just gifted you this awesome computer. At first you were weirded out because things have been rocky between you two, but you think this gift, it's like a peace treaty. I mean, it's his computer after all, okay? So definitely could be dad hacking it, and that means the dad is the admin account. There is also the possibility that he gave you this to become an engineer like him, but I know for a fact that there are art programs for computers too, so who's laughing now, Dad? Haha. Okay, so that's the conflict between them, because she wants to go to art school, but he's like, no, you're gonna be an engineer, right? You're gonna make software because that's the future. Who needs artists? We all need artists. You can't just discard them. You know, who's gonna make pretty pictures? And don't tell me it's AI, because absolutely not. Anyway, Mom says not to read too much into things. I'll just enjoy being the new cool digital artist at school. Suck it, Barbara. P.S. Barbara from middle school still thinks her drawing deserves first place at the talent show even though I won. And her breath still stinks. Mom also says to always end letters with a positive message, so here goes nothing. I hereby declare that Maxine Sounder will change the world with paint, not math. So be ready. Save the whales. Stop gay hate. Drugs are bad. Maximus out. I support this message. Okay, yeah, so she just wanted to be an artist. And so this last one is Sad Eyes, about her family falling apart. I guess the dad was just working too hard at being an engineer. Computer be freaking out. I hate to be that guy, but you should look at the table again. I'm sorry you have to look at this. So one of the movies, because again, the movies were about their family, right? One of the movies is about the girl being sad at a grave. So maybe the dad eventually passed away after. Family portrait with strong emotions attached to it. Guilt is such a complex emotion. Okay, we're getting color lens for two filters. Yellow. Okay, so yellow is the dad has a face, but she has no eyes. If we use that. Again, it's the matter with the necklace. The necklace on the other picture in Hal's version, we can see that it matches the symbols here. And then blue. The dad has glasses and she has no mouth. Are these the same people, or is this like between Hal, our uncle, and her dad. So with one of them, she feels a certain way, like she has no voice. But with the other, like, she's happy but blind to things. And she's feeling guilty about things. Okay, well, I looked at the picture again. But that's not how you really feel, right? Take a look at the table again and be honest with yourself. Okay, so, well, I guess he was giving us two different pieces of a face. So it's a happy face, but then, like, sad eyes. So, like, mixed emotions. So, grief eyes, but bliss mouth. There we go. What's in this final room? Okay, instant photo. Instant photograph rests on the table. Emotions added to in the inventory. More of the nonogram. Okay, that might actually be enough then. Because this one has 6 and the other one has 4. Yeah, okay. So let's go back to the nonogram place. We should be able to solve it now. Okay, but we get chat log from CJ first. So let's hear from the frog. 17th of February 97. Hey CJ, how about one of those animal fun facts? Do you like mammoths? I think they are pretty cool. Mammoths are cool. Their tusks were 15 feet long. Very long. Wow, I never knew that. Kinda scary, right? More cool than scary. Ah, you have a pointer. Do you think mammoths lived happy lives? Very happy lives. No, if mammoths didn't have a dad. Did you know that? No, I didn't know that, CJ. Why is that? My teacher says it was because of nature. I don't know why, but most mammoth dads just abandoned the group. That sounds very sad, CJ. Why do you think they lived happy lives then? I have a mammoth at home. He's called Mr. Wooly. He's very happy. I'm sure Mr. Wooly is very happy with you. We should all be like Mr. Wooly. Yes, yes, yes. Love you, CJ. You're so cute and innocent amongst all the horrors of life and reality. Okay, let's go. Now do the nonogram. Open it up and now align our pictures above it. And this one goes here. Perfect. Okay, so now just time to do it. So okay, nothing in first column, nothing in first row, and nothing in last column either. So we can do the middle row because we have to leave a gap here, then 1, leave a gap, and then 6. And that leaves the last column empty. Okay, that then means there are certain columns where we no longer need to add anything because they just have 1s. Then the next row, we might be able to get a little bit out of it because we would be starting a 3 from somewhere here, and then we need to fit a 1 and a 1, and then the 2 end columns are empty. So if we were going from the other side, we could have a 1 here, gap, 1 here, gap, and 1, 2, 3. So whichever way we go filling it, there will always be an overlap on this square, which fulfills one of the 1s. And actually tells us that the other one has to be here, right? Because we can't put anything on the first or last row, and we can't put anything here. So this is the shape. And actually this 3 here, it will only go like here because again, first row and last row are empty. Basically, this nonogram could have been without the outside edges. Same with this 3, right? It only fits here. Then we have 1, 1, that's done. Then nothing more on this row because we have the 3, which means the 2 has to go here. It makes a key. And then the other 2 has to go here. There we go. The nonogram door has been unlocked. Let's go in. This puzzle is a bit longer than the others, I warn you though. This leads up to things you might regret. Stay strong. Okay, so it suggests that it's like one of those final puzzles for a section. Hey, so what do you have for us here? We have a camera, instant photography camera. Its red light indicates it's out of service. Because yeah, we currently have 8 pictures, which means the last pictures we have to create ourselves. And why does this one have an axe? Spooky. A mannequin and a costume wardrobe. It's sitting ready to be dressed and photographed. Okay, so we can change the headwear and the shirt, not the axe though. Okay, but before we do that, we have to understand what to do. There is some bloodied papers on the desk, a bunch of scattered files. It appears they have a story to tell. Restraining your impulses to run away is beyond uncomfortable. Along with a lonely mannequin, blood-stained files on this desk paint a disturbing scenery. Out of all the abandoned stores, this photo laboratory unsets you the most. The files all mention a folder named case file. A sticky note attached to the page reads the following. I've made a lot of progress to solve this mystery. Unfortunately, I've misplaced my most crucial evidence trying to develop my camera roll. To reach the breakthrough I must find a way to open the dark room. The store manager was the only one to unlock it though. So we have to get into the dark room. Okay, the store manager's pose looks similar to the mannequin's costume props. Okay, so do we have to dress the mannequin up as the store manager and take a picture or something? Is this thing in the back the dark room? Yeah, locked door, the sign that reads dark room in use. In use by who? I guess the mystery person. We've got a bunch of pictures here. A portrait of the store's manager. Okay, so he's got a fedora hat, green shirt, blue tie, and a badge. So let's dress up the mannequin then. So give him a fedora. And we have to paint his shirt. Okay, well, we don't have too many options, so we can do green shirt, blue tie. There we go, it's open! And the suspect pictures inside. Oh, we got a desk with a single folder on top of it. The folder reads case file. Case file has been added to our inventory. We have the story, witness notes, suspect grid. Okay, so it's like the suspect numbers and what they have. So like suspect 3 has a purple tie and suspect 5 has a blue tie. Okay, let's read the case file. A folder has the words case file written on it. Aside from transcripts of interrogations, a single handwritten note stands out. By 3 witnesses saw it all happen. They each testified while looking at 5 suspects lined up as the corpwork shows. They all reference how they looked at the time of the crime, but it's hard to understand what they say about which suspect. I only know for sure that they are all telling the truth. I made a grid to identify each of the suspects' shirt, tie, and accessory worn at the crime scene. Once I replicate the killer's appearance with the store's mannequin, a photo should be enough to prove my point to the police. So you're not the police? You're just doing your own investigation? Okay, and then we have the witnesses. We only have witness 1 and 3. Ah, there we go. Witness 2 is hidden, just so we don't forget that is a feature. Okay, so witness 1 says the suspect who wore the green shirt is next to the suspect who wore the red shirt. Okay, they're describing the lineup more than what they saw at the crime scene. The suspect who wore the fedora is between the suspect who wore a green shirt and the suspect who wore a wig. The suspect who wore the orange tie is next to the person he punched at the crime scene. I don't think I ever saw that suspect 4 was wearing. I think he might have fell to the floor before I could. I saw the suspect who wore the orange shirt getting rid of the hatchet. Witness 2, the suspect who wore the red shirt punched the suspect wearing the purple tie. The suspect that was punched was hit so hard he dropped what he had on his head. Why is the security guard on the lineup? He is standing on the line's opposite edge of the suspect who wore the green shirt. The suspect who wore the green tie slipped with a wig that was on the floor as well. Okay, so that links to the whole, the person was punched and the accessory from his head dropped and then there was a wig on the floor. Witness 3, the victim spilled blood everywhere. It even fell on the face of the suspect who wore the blue tie. I noticed that the suspect who wore the purple shirt was yelling to the suspect wearing the green shirt to stay away from the killer. The suspect who wore the green shirt couldn't listen to anything though, you know, because of what he wore. I assume like headphones? Before he was punched, I saw how the suspect with the purple tie took the hatchet from the killer and threw it away. The suspect who wore the red shirt saw this and mistook him as the killer's accomplice. Okay, so I assume we basically need to charge this onto a grid like this, right? And identify who was who had what. We open Sketchy and we basically recreate this here. Beautiful art skills. Okay, and we know that 3 has a purple tie because it's given to us, and 5 has a blue tie. So green shirt is red next to red shirt, but we don't know where either of them is. Although we know that the security guard is on the opposite end of green, which means green is on the end, and then red is next to it. Whoever wore the red shirt punched the purple tie. We know purple tie is 3, but that doesn't tell us where they are. But the suspect who wore the orange tie is next to the person he punched at the crime scene. So we know purple tie was punched by the red shirt, and they're currently next to each other in the lineup. And also red shirt is wearing an orange tie. So we're gonna have red shirt next to purple, so either left or right, with orange tie. And then the suspect who wore the green shirt is next to the suspect who wore the red shirt. So it would have to be in some of those slots, but I think the green shirt, yes, green shirt is an end, because why is the security guard on the lineup? He's standing on the lineup opposite end to the suspect who wore the green shirt, which means green shirt has to be on an end, which means green shirt is gonna be here, and that then puts red shirt, orange tie in slot 2. The suspect who wore the fedora is between the suspect who wore a green shirt and the suspect who wore a red. Okay, well, there's only one place you can be between a green shirt if it's at the end, right? Which means 2 wore a fedora. This is gonna be the hardest one to show. Maybe I just say an F for fedora here. And we have the whole suspect 2 look. I assume we also have to figure out who the killer was because we have to dress the mannequin like that. And then I saw the suspect who wore the orange shirt getting rid of the hatchet, links to the whole, that purple tie, took hatchet from the killer and threw it away. And then he got punched, which means those 2 connect. So suspect 3 is orange shirt, purple tie. And that's why Red punched him, because he mistook him as the killer's accomplice. So that means purple tie and red shirt are likely not the killer, right? Because we know purple tie took it from the killer and then red was like, you're the killer's accomplice, punch you. Then we have, when he got punched, he dropped what he had on his head, and then green tie slipped on a wig that was on the floor, which meaning suspect 3 was wearing a wig. We know 5 is a security guard, so maybe that's basically this person saying he's not the killer, he's a security guard, right? So that excludes him unless it's a security guard that decided to do it. Then green tie slipped. We don't know who green tie is, but it's either 4 or 1. This might potentially link to, I don't think I ever saw what suspect 4 was wearing. I think he might have fell to the floor before I could. So it could be that 4 is wearing green tie and he slips and falls, so witness 1 couldn't see him. The victim spilled blood everywhere. It even fell on the face of the suspect who wore the blue tie, which is the security guy. Is his accessory blood on the face? Bit weird, but I'll just put it there, just in case. Notice that the suspect who wore the purple shirt, we don't know who that is, was yelling at the suspect wearing the green shirt to stay away from the killer. The green shirt couldn't listen because of what he wore, which I assume is like headphones. I guess we can go in here. We can go to the mannequin and see what options we have, but there are probably more things here. I've just started solving it without inspecting. Yeah, so we also have pictures of the people. Like here, number 5 got the blood splatter on him. We can take a closer look. Okay, 1 got like crazy eyes. And, you know, very helpfully they like removed their clothes and just left them wearing the orange jumper. Okay, well, let's see on mannequin what options do we have, because then we will know what we're missing in terms of headgear. So we have a fedora, a guard cap. Okay, well, that would be the security guard. Headphones, glasses. Okay, someone's wearing glasses, and we only have 4 left. So he's wearing glasses, and 5 is wearing the security cap or guard cap. Okay, and for shirt and tie, we have to color our stuff, so there are no options. So we're missing purple shirt. Is that even mentioned? There's purple tie. No, we have purple shirt. Purple shirt was yelling at green shirt. Could have been the security guard then. Well, if someone is yelling at him, stay away from the killer, right? Then presumably he's not the killer. So green shirt is not the killer. And that would leave 4. So the killer slipped on the wig and dropped to the floor. And then they were able to take the hatchet away from him. That would, if we're going by the colors are matched, right? Because we have 1 spare tie color. No one mentions a red tie at any point, but I'm gonna go with the colors are matched, which means person 1 is wearing a red tie. And then I'm gonna go with the security guard has purple shirt because he's saying, stay away from the killer, leaving 4 to be blue shirt. Because blue shirt is also never mentioned, which means we just have to deduce the fact that it exists from the color set that's given to us. Because, you know, they all agreed on the color scheme for what they're allowed to wear. Okay, so if we're saying killer is 4, then he's wearing glasses, blue shirt, and green tie. So headwear is glasses, blue shirt, green tie. And now the camera works. Means we've done it correctly. It's ready to take a picture. Instant photography camera ready to be used. Take a photo. Yeah. Crime has been added to inventory. Okay, we can close all this. Then you found all the instant photos. You should go back to your room and contemplate them. Yes, in a minute. Okay, monster. Monster in the pictures. And we still haven't used the encryption key. So yes, we can teleport to our hallway. And we have a new chat log with Femur, and then we have to look at the pictures in our room. But I think this is a point for us to stop, because once again, I've got sucked into the game for a couple hours, and the video's gonna be long, but we're not done yet. There is a crime to be solved, and things to be understood about what Max was going through with her family, and her all-nine boyfriend, and is that where she went, right? Did he lure her away? And who knows what happened to her, right? It might be that she's just living a happy life in Reno, or it might be much darker than that. So we will try to find out next time. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, consider liking or subscribing. And thank you so much to channel members for supporting the channel. And now I'll see you soon, back on the adventures in the cursed computer.